Hi guys, today I wanted to show you a look I did using the Matte for Matte e.l.f. palette. As I mentioned before, e.l.f. was very nice and sent me a few products. So this was one of them, and this is a complete matte palette. So when I saw that palette, I wanted to create a matte, mauve kind of cool tone look. I'll be listing everything you need to know down below in the description box. If you like this video and if you found it helpful, if you learned something new, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. I'm going to start by applying e.l.f.'s Mineral Infused Face Primer all over my face. And this helps smooth all your lines and pores. And then I like to go in with Smashbox Primer Water and spritz all over my face and let that dry and sink into my skin. I'm using Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Warm Nude. And I'm using my Morphe M439 to buff this all over my face. After that, I like to go over with a damp beauty blender. In this way, it gives me a natural, flawless coverage. And then I like to go in with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly to prep my eyes. I start by applying the lightest shade in the palette all over the lid and crease. I'm using BH Cosmetics brush number 101. Now with my Morphe M441, I start by applying this warmer brown onto my crease. Concentrating on the outer corner. And then I go back with my fluffy brush to smooth any harsh lines. With my e.l.f. crease brush, I apply black on the outer corners. And I really take my time to make sure all the eyeshadows are blended together. And then I go back with my M441 and more of the brown shadow and really smoke it out my crease. And then after that, I just clean all the foul out with the foundation brush. And then with a flat brush, I apply MAC Paint Pot all over the lid to create a nice and soft cut crease. And then I go back with the lightest shade on the palette and I pack all over the lid to set the paint pot. And then I use a pencil brush to define my crease with more of that brown shadow. And then I go back with a fluffy brush and more of the lightest shade to get rid of all the harsh lines. I'm using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer to conceal my under eyes and to sharpen my outer edges. And blend it with a damp beauty blender. And the same thing on the other eye. For highlight, I'm using Maybelline Age Rewind in the shade Light. I apply that to my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and center of the forehead. And blending all again with the Beauty Blender. Using a sponge will prevent any kind of product buildup on your skin. To set the highlight, I use e.l.f. Illuminating Palette and Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And I use my small tapered brush for that. For a light contour, I use LA Girl Concealer in the shade Warm Honey. I apply that to the hollows of my cheeks, on the bridge of my nose, and my temples. Then I'll blend everything in an upward motion. Making sure not to drag the product, but just to blend with the skin. Using a warmer concealer shade gives you a nice sun-kissed look. I start by blending the nose with my finger. And then going over with the Beauty Blender. If you think it's too dark, you can always go over it with your foundation brush and make it more subtle. I'm using Tarte Park Avenue Princess to set our contour and warm up the skin. And for that, I'm using a Morphe E4 angled brush. For blush, I'm using Milani Cosmetics in Romantic Rose. For highlight, I'm using Mary Luminizer from the Balm Cosmetics on a Morphe fan brush. Applying on the tops of my cheeks, on the tip of the nose, and the Cupid's bow. I like to curl my lashes before applying my liner. I'm using Stilla liquid liner and making a thin line very close to my lashes. I like to line my inner lids with a black pencil and be careful not to tear up. Since I'm not using falsies today, I like to go with a mascara base to enhance my eyelashes. I like to apply one eye at a time. I did my brows off camera and I'll be linking my brow tutorial down below. I lined my lips with NYX Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Natural. And finish off with e.l.f. matte lip color in the shade Praline. Hi guys. No! Get it together. Get it together. No. No, stop saying so. Why can't I talk? What am I saying?